Hey YouTube, disobey. I'd like to first and foremost, right away, start out by apologizing. It's been very long since I've uploaded. I promised a daily short, that didn't happen. The reason being, my home base is on Rumble, and I upload every day over there a video. I tried doing a short, it became too much. Also with YouTube, became too much. And recently, it's just life's become so hectic. It's become just too much for me to do over there. Not that I didn't want to, just that with things happening, I missed 2 days recently. So, enough apologies. I am sorry though, especially for the 7 subscribers. But still, I said I was going to do something and I didn't do it. So from here on out, let me just say I will upload here as often as I possibly can. And I don't want to do shorts anymore because what I'm speaking about is truth, and truth doesn't need shorts advertisements. So I plan on doing like 4-minute videos here at least. But yeah, follow me, like me here, subscribe here. Although, real quick, not a big fan of the word follow. Don't follow anybody. Do you. Make sure you're only doing you. Listen to everybody around you for sure, but make sure at the end of the day you're following your own heart, listening to your own gut, having your own open mind, and carrying your own moral compass. But if you're viewing this and you're like me from the West, let's start out with a little slice of humble pie. Little slice of humble pie. You see, the person we're listening to is Arthur Schopenhauer, and this is The World as Will is Representation, the second part. And on the first page of his second part, oh, by the way, I'm incredibly uneducated, inarticulate, and unintelligent, and watching me read is a little bit of a joke, so please bear with me. And apparently they're called volumes, not parts or whatever. I don't do books, so I don't know. But I'm going to read to you the last sentence on the first page of Volume 2 of The World as Will and Representation, written by Arthur Schopenhauer at age 28 in 1813. Yo, IMO real quick. He might just be the most unsung hero of the West. And hear me, I'm talking like Einstein level and perhaps even beyond Einstein, because Einstein was working with the world as representation. Arthur was at least putting forward a philosophical idea of truth. For him, truth was the will. Now, granted, Einstein is physics and this is philosophy, so totally different, but just saying. Schopenhauer is equally on par, and in my opinion, if not a little bit more. But just saying. So, allow me to read the last sentence on the first page of Volume 2. For only after men had tried their hand for thousands of years at merely objective philosophizing did they discover that among the many things that make the world so puzzling and precarious, the first and foremost is that, however immeasurable and massive it may be, its existence hangs nevertheless on a single thread, and this thread is the actual consciousness in which it exists. You guys, in 1813, a 28-year-old said that in the West, that this is all consciousness. See, it's like this, you guys, in regards to truth, especially in the West. It's said like this. In philosophy, in 1813, Arthur Schopenhauer said what he said in The World as Will and Representation. And then in 1931, Max Planck said, I regard consciousness as fundamental. So, 1813, Schopenhauer writes that. 1931, Max Planck, a physicist, the godfather of quantum mechanics, says, I regard consciousness as fundamental. And back to the triangle of Western truth, Carl Jung, psychology. On October 22nd, 1959, during a BBC interview, he was asked if he believed in God, and he said, I don't need to believe, I know. And if you take that statement and you look at the rest of Carl Jung's work, the man was an idealist, guys. You guys, 3 pillars of Western thought. Those minds are untouchable, and the studies that they represent are untouchable. No rational person can argue with physics, philosophy, and psychology. And I'm not saying that I have the truth or anything like that. I'm just saying that we as Westerners cannot dismiss idealism and non-duality. That which you experience and that which through which you experience is not separate, meaning it's not two. This is not separate from me. The observer observing the observed is all one thing. not three different things. One might call it the Holy Trinity of of truth. The observer, me, observing the observed, is not separate. Your existence is known through consciousness. It's not separate. And there's unending joy in that, I promise. I come from 7 years of alcoholism, the last about 3.5 drinking no less than a liter of vodka a day, suffering 2 seizures. With the amount of mental suffering I was experiencing, I was essentially at the gates of hell, guys. It took me to get there to understand this truth. Please do not let that be you. You are beautiful. You are ineffably special. And in a sense of Western Christian Abrahamic speech, your life is a divine act. You are that which is. That which is doing you. So please, treat yourself with respect, kindness, and patience, and treat the others in your life with patience, kindness, and respect. And on that note, as I say over on Rumble, follow your heart, listen to your gut, have an open mind, carry a moral compass, and hashtag be love now. Hashtag be love now. Peace.